Dan, thank you for joining us.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are
Nice
you
to
doing?
meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. How's the show treating you?
Oh, it's treating me amazingly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Great to meet you.
Yeah.
I've been here today, and there's a lot of interesting panels going on, a lot of people who really know what they're doing, and a lot of great exhibitors around us right now.
Yeah. Talk to me about Flip.
Yeah, of course. So Flip is a service for people who want to either sublet legally or get out of their lease entirely. We call it flipping a lease, and we work both on the residential and the commercial side.
So that's sort of using blockchain technology in a very new way.
Sure, yeah. So for any marketplace, which is peer-to-peer, in that you have one person with something they don't want anymore and one person who wants that thing, an important factor is trust and authentication and identity verification. So what we do is we qualify, pre-screen everybody who uses our platform, and the way we do it is by gathering information about them and verifying if that information is right. For example, what's their income, how much cash do they have on hand, what's their FICO score, and then once we verify it, we store the information, basically the fact that we verified it, on the blockchain, which is just a public ledger that's immutable. It can't be changed. It can't be falsified. It really forces us to be honest, and forces everybody else who uses our platform to be honest, and creates a better experience for them and for property managers, leasing directors, leasing managers who are thinking about accepting or rejecting an incoming sublessee or new applicant.
Is this your idea? Were you the person who came up with this?
Yes, yeah.
Pretty cool. Did the idea come to you sort of, you were looking at something like Bitcoin, or how did this evolve?
Yeah. So the idea came about really because I wanted it for myself, and the same is true for my two co-founders.
Sure.
We were in our 20s living in big cities, and it was too difficult to transition out of a lease, transition into a lease, and we realized that, like ourselves, people in our generation just aren't living on these 12 and 24-month lease cycles. So there should be a more convenient, safer, more reliable solution for people to transition in and out of leases in a way that doesn't put property owners at risk.
How's it working?
It's working great. I mean, residents really, really love us. We're basically an amenity in buildings. They're using us, at a rate of 20 or 30 people posting on the platform a day, and the more we work with the leasing managers, leasing directors of those buildings, the better the experience is for the residents.
It does feel like it's only a matter of time before this scales up from a more residential to a more commercial use. As you begin to roll it out for that purpose, or maybe you've already been doing a fair amount of that, does it seem like it's made well for that purpose, or does it seem like it's better suited to residential?
No, it seems to me and to us, and I think to our users, that it's very much well suited to both the residential and the commercial side of things. I mean, if you zoom out and you look at the trends that are going on right now, you'll see that the way what people value now isn't so much ownership and more access. I want to pay for a space when I'm using that space. I want to pay for a car when I'm using that car.
Right.
That's the way things work now, and that's really what we're providing to consumers, be it a startup who's growing really fast and needs a much bigger space right away, or a young couple that's having a baby all of a sudden and needs another bedroom.
Excellent. So how does one go about to start using Flip? How intense is the vetting procedure? What is the barriers to entry?
It's actually quite simple. If you have a lease that you don't want anymore, if you're going away for a while and you want to sublet it, you post it on Flip. It takes 2 minutes, I would say. And then if you want to take over a lease or sublet from somebody else, you browse our platform or tell us directly what you want, and you apply, which means that we'll take you through our verification pre-screening process, essentially. That also really takes max an hour. So we try and really remove the friction for people.
Right.
We do have what we think of as kind of like a human-assisted artificial intelligence bot that's always talking to people and saying to them, like, whatever it is that you want to do, I'm going to guide you through it, and I'm going to take you through the forms that you need to sign. I'm going to get you through all this kind of paperwork that generally is a bad experience for people. We try and make it as delightful as we can.
Can you give me a success story that, obviously a lot of this happens in semi-automated, but you get to find out, oh, look, we got this person into this. We got this person out of that. Is there any
Yeah.
particular story that stands out for you?
Yeah, I would say a lot of our earliest adopters are people who also come from the tech world.
Yeah.
So we had somebody who had been working at Venmo, a great company.
Sure.
And he wanted to leave and go travel the world for 6 months, and he wanted to go to Japan. And he was super excited about that, really bummed out because he had a liability of, I think, like $16,000 on his residential lease in Manhattan.
Sure.
And it took us really, I think, 2 weeks to find him somebody who was just as qualified as him, who wanted to live where he did, and actually earned a little bit of a reward from him because he was so eager to leave. He paid them a few $100s to move in.
Terrific.
And yeah, everybody won.
That's terrific. Is there anything else you want people who are watching this video, and they'll be seeing it on our Realcomm stream, they're seeing it live right now on realcomm.com. Is there anything else they need to know about Flip and about what you guys do?
Just, if anybody has any questions, they should go to our website. We have a pretty solid frequently asked questions on there. I know it's kind of a new kind of service, a new way of thinking about things. But the most important message to drive home is that for the first time ever, we don't have to let our lease terms run the way we're living our lives. It can be vice versa. So go to the website and consider posting your lease.
Terrific. Susannah, Vila, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to learning more about Flip. And you guys have a booth here, do you not?
We do not.
You
no,
do not. So
no.
the website is the best
The
way.
website is the best.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.
Okay.